It's Chef Jackson Lamb, everybody, and if you're in ProStart, you're getting up to Chapter 12, which is Kitchen Smallwares. Hey, I'm in our bake shop, our specialty kitchen. In fact, we're going live here right now. We've got a lot of activity going on behind us. We've got our baking and pastry class in here today. I said, hey, can I come in and film while you're working? And they said, yeah, so here we are. In fact, here we are using some Smallwares. This is a great example of a student using the KitchenAid mixer, which is you can't see it from the camera. Let me get on this side. There it is. You probably have some of these KitchenAid mixers at your kitchen in your ProStart high school, all right? As we take a walk around the kitchen here, some cool things about our kitchen here, all of our electrical stuff comes down from the ceiling. Look up behind me here. We don't have cords on the tables. The cords come down from the ceiling, so it makes our workspaces a little safer, which is very advantageous. So as I cruise over here, let me try to get out of the sun. Yeah, we have a full class going on in here today, but I'm here to talk to you about Smallwares. So let's take a walk over here and I'll show you some of the equipment that we've got. Chapter 11 is larger equipment. Let me just point out a few things I didn't point out in the previous video. Over here, we have a blast chiller. This is a freezer that goes down to about 5 to 7 degrees below zero. It's great when we're making gelato or anything that requires a fast chill. Next to that, I've got a double door reach-in. We can get refrigerators like this where one half is a refrigerator, the other half is a freezer. This one happens to be all refrigerator. As I come next door to that, here's another thing that, since this is the bake shop, these are proof boxes. And proof boxes is where we put dough when we're trying to make bread, rolls, etc. A proof box, typically 90 degrees, 95 degrees, and 95% humidity. That allows that yeast to activate and start to swell up, or there's a fancy word in there someplace. It's leavening. That's what it is. Hey, let's get over to this corner here for a second. We've got Smallwares. We've got everything over here. Let me just explain as I go down the line. You can see the things in the background, but we've got bowl scrapers right here. These are really one of the best things because it enables us to save or capture 100% of the product that we are making. So that's very, very, they call it it'll save you hundreds of dollars over the course of a year. Next we have our spoon collection. When it comes to spoons, you know, we can have solid spoons, we can have slotted spoons, we can have perforated spoons. So it all depends on, you know, a spoon is a spoon is a spoon, not necessarily. So it all depends on what your application is, but you should have all types of spoons. So we're going to put these back where they belong. Next on the list over here, you'll love these. These are spoodles. Yes, it's a spoodle. It's a combination of a spoon and a ladle. They call it a spoodle. But when you really think about it, if you were to be picking up green chili or any kind of a soup, portion control. That's why these were invented. Pretty convenient, and they're very sanitary. Unlike regular scoops, they don't have all these mechanical parts. Nice and clean. Let's hang these back up. Whips or whisks, we've got every size you can imagine, from small all the way to big. And again, as I mentioned in the previous video, we like to have these washed and then they air dry. That's what the Board of Health likes to see. So let's put these back up where they belong. Moving over here, ladles. I've got ladles of every size. In this collection, in this kitchen, the smallest size is a 1-ounce ladle. The largest size is an 8-ounce ladle. We have larger ladles, but we don't use them on a regular basis, but they come in any size you can imagine. So be aware that in a commercial kitchen, you'll find it all. Over here, if you can see this, tongs. We try to stock these short, medium, and long. You know, the long ones are nice if you're dealing with something that's hot, but the little ones are a little bit better when you're trying to be you're doing more dexterous work. It takes a little bit more calculating with these. So tongs, all different sizes. Last over here in this kitchen, what I'll show you today, these are two types of strainers. This is called a china cap, and this has larger holes in it. This is often used when we're going to make stock. We want to drain the stock, the mirepoix, the bones. We'll run all of the stock through here. This will catch all the stuff that we don't want, and then it'll allow the stock to flow through. This is called a chinois. That's a French term, but this is a very fine mesh strainer, and it's usually used to filter out fine particulate matter in any liquid that we're trying to strain. So two different types of strainers. Of course, there's the larger colanders as well. We'll often use that as an initial straining device. So let me put these back up. With that, it kind of shows you everything we've got down here at the Metro State University Bake Shop kitchen. You know, let me just come over here for a second. I can point something out on the far wall, and that is over in the back here by the dishwashing sink. Again, that's where we hang all of our small pots and pans. They're right next to the triple bin sink, so wash, rinse, sanitize, and hang to air dry. That's what we do down here, and that's what you should be doing at your school. Hey, it's Chef Jackson Lamb at Metro State University. I'm signing off. Hope to see you down here for a visit sometime. Thanks.